I love her so much. I found her through...
Hi, I'm Cera. I run a transformational online group coaching program called the BodyLove Lab, which I would love to talk to you about back there. I'm from Oakland, California. You're going to hear that reflected in the way that I talk. I cuss a little bit. I've been told I talk a little fast. So if you have to bleep me in your head to hear the message, I won't be offended. But it's true to me. Also very true to me is that I did the assignment incorrectly. I didn't realize until a couple days ago I was supposed to tell you guys about my personal journey. So I'm going to talk to you about something adjacent. But when I sat down and tried to figure out how I could most impactfully use this brief amount of time that we had together, this is what came out. Here we go. I'd like to start by inverting a paradigm and just offer that you are the body. Not you have a body. You are your body. What does it even mean to say you have a body? What does that make you? You are this. You're your brain. You exist wholly from here to here, and all of the rest of this real estate is just this fleshy, inconvenient thing that you have to lug around your whole life that never does what you want it to do, never looks the way you want it to look, or feels the way you want it to feel, or smells the way you want it to smell. And in this paradigm of you have a body, what is the relationship of your body to you? Servitude? Subservience. Blind obedience, robotically meant to follow the dictatorial edicts of the 8 inches of space in between your ears, and when it fails to do what you want it to do, it is betraying you. I know that can't be true, but it makes sense that we feel that way. We were trained to. We live in a misogynistic, masculinist, patriarchal, cis-het, white capitalist society that tells us that the thinking is above the feeling, the logic above the emotion, the known above the intuitive, the doing over the being, the achieved over the experience, the mind over the matter. But without your matter, you have no mind. And I know this to be true because your body predates your brain. Wait, what? But think about it. Gestationally, in your mother's womb, first you developed as a container for your brain to grow safely within. So it makes much more sense to say that your body has a brain than that your brain has a body. You feel me? Like, think about it. You don't walk up to your laptop and say, this is my processor. The whole thing is a computer. It has a processor and a motherboard and a bunch of tubes and wires that make the thing go, but the container is the thing. You don't walk up to your car and say, this is my engine. It has an engine, but the container is the thing, the container meant to shuttle you through your life. Sound familiar? The container is the thing. It has an engine and a transmission and a bunch of tubes and wires that make the thing go. But the container is the thing, and we understand this in myriad contexts, and yet we persist in saying, you have a body. If this is the only relationship you can ever have that will predate you and outlast you, how can we possibly say she is not you? So if your body develops first, and your brain later, and your mind sometime later still, and we don't even exactly know where that is in there, then what are you? Descartes said, I think, therefore I am. He was a man. And we'd be thinking, right, ladies, so you'd be thinking, you're laying in bed and your brain is like a turbine engine. It's like, I should get up earlier, I should change my hair, I should lose weight. Does that person think about me as much as I think about them? Did I remember to say I love you to my mom the last time I hung up the phone? Am I really doing what I'm supposed to be doing with my life? I should get more sleep. Remember that time in 2nd grade I said that embarrassing thing? I think I was like really embarrassed about that. What is Pilates? Like, we should think about that. You are laying there thinking. But at the same time that you're thinking, there's a part of you that is recognizing your thoughts, producing emotional reactions, cataloging and organizing for later action. So are you, or are you the still silent thing underneath? Or something deeper still that we haven't yet identified? The container is the thing. So it's like you're given this container, you got this box, and you just start filling it up in childhood. You just start putting stuff in it. I like the color blue. I prefer to have long hair. I'm a good friend. I'm bad at math. My body's always wrong. I'm always the biggest girl in the room. People only like me when they can get stuff from me. It's not safe for me to out-earn my parents. If I shine too much, people will think I'm vain. I'm fat. I'm lazy, right? We just start putting stuff in, and we carry it, no matter how heavy it becomes. And each of the things in the box on its own is meaningless, it's inert, but we call them a collection like it's a museum. We slap a name tag on it and say, this is Cera, this is Lisa, this is Amanda. And over time, you start to think that you're the stuff in the box, but baby, you're the box. Which means that at any time, if something in there becomes too cumbersome for you to carry, you can set it the fuck down.
Yes.
And it doesn't happen just like this. But it doesn't take moving to India and joining an ashram. You don't have to disown all your worldly possessions. You just have to recognize that you're not the stuff in the box. You're the box. You're not your thoughts. You're the thinker of your thoughts. You're not even your feelings. You are the feeler of your feelings. You are not these stories you tell yourself. You are the author of the stories you tell yourself. But the container is the thing. So you notice this story way down at the bottom, this heavy one that makes all the other ones not move quite right. This one that says, my body's always wrong. And you chuck it. And you put in another one that says, by virtue of my humanity, I am inherently worthy of love, care, dignity, respect, and happiness. Right? That feels good, right? So you start moving with that. And then you notice that that one butts up uncomfortably against this other one that says, no, you have to do something to be worthy of love. You have to lose weight first. You have to be taller or thinner or lighter or smarter or nicer or richer first. You have to please others to deserve happiness. You have to earn more money to deserve respect. I'm chucking that. I'm going to put in this one. This one says, if by virtue of my humanity, I am inherently worthy of love, care, dignity, respect, and happiness, then there is nothing I can do or not do, say or not say, be or not be, wear or not wear, weigh or not weigh, that can ever take that worthiness away from me. Ooh. And that one feels nice, right? So now you pop. You're moving different. You feel like, wow, I'm feeling good. And someone will come up to you and say, what are you doing? Are you on a diet? Have you lost weight? Did you change your hair? Are you in love? And you can go, oh no, nothing, because we've been taught to shrink under the weight of praise. Or you can laugh and say, bitch, I lost 100 pounds of fucks, because we've been taught to deflect with humor. Or you can recognize the moment. She's reaching out because she sees a change in you that she desperately wants for herself, and you can offer. I simply realized that by virtue of my humanity, I am inherently worthy of love, care, dignity, respect, and happiness, and there is nothing I can do or not do, say or not say, be or not be, wear or not wear, weigh or not weigh, that can ever take that worthiness away from me. And if that is true for me, beautiful. I know it's true for you. Wait, and for her, and for her, for him, for them. By virtue of my humanity, people who look different than me, people who worship differently, women who wear the hijab, people in other countries, people whose bodies were born with different abilities, incarcerated people, homeless people, Donald motherfucking Trump, that chick at work you don't really fuck with. Like, by virtue of my humanity means every body. So that's the moment, this moment of recognition, when you realize I am the author of the story I tell myself, so is she. So are we. And a new question arises then, which is, what is womanhood then? But a story passed down to us that we agree to keep retelling ourselves and each other, no matter how heavy it becomes or how ill it fits. And what is beauty or success? In this moment, we have the opportunity to change the world simply by changing the story that we tell first ourselves and then each other, our sisters and our daughters, our mothers, our fathers, our lovers. This moment of recognition is the moment of love, which is inherently loving this container designed to shuttle you through your life. This is the moment that love grows legs and teeth, hands, to reach across, to offer, to lift up, to fight when necessary. This is the moment where love becomes a message and a movement. And a movement is a movement no matter how small. It doesn't take picket signs or $1 million or running for office. It just takes changing these stories. A movement is a movement no matter how small. And we can move mountains even when it feels like we're not moving at all. And I know this to be true. I can prove it to you right now. If you wouldn't mind, put your feet flat on the floor for me and sit up tall. And if you wouldn't mind, close your eyes and take a deep breath in and out. In and out. inspiration and release. Inspiration and release. And as you sit here seemingly still, your body is a symphony of movement beneath the surface. You are pumping blood through your veins, keeping your heart beating. You are converting oxygen into carbon dioxide. You are digesting and downloading snacks and information and emotion. Between your clasped palms, you are producing enough energy to light up this whole room, seemingly sitting still on a rock hurtling through space so fast we don't even know we're moving at all. And I'd like to invite you to consider that in all of time and space, in all of human history, in planets being born and dying, your cells, your atoms, made of the same stuff as planets and mountains, came together to create this container for this person, to lead you to this room in this moment with these fellow travelers. And the odds of that are so astronomically slim that it cannot be an accident. And if it is not an accident, I'd like to invite you to consider that it must be a miracle. And if it is a miracle, then that must mean that something today is meant just for you, to carry you to the next stage of your personal growth. And it may be something I've said or something else you'll hear tonight, someone you will meet in this room, or a stranger you'll bump into on the way home. But something today is meant just for you, because if it was not, your container would not have led you here. And if it's true today, beautiful. I'd like to invite you to consider that it must be true tomorrow and every day after. What choice do we have but to offer our abject love and devotion to a container whose sole function is to carry us through so many miraculous possibilities? That's my time. Thank you so much.